Hello, and sorry for the late start, but I've been having internet problems today. That's not normal for me, so I've had to switch from the actual house Wi-Fi to the 4G with O2, so hopefully this will hang out. So, welcome to the Museum of the Electric Toothbrush, and today we're looking at the Broxodent Squibb. The Broxodent Squibb was made for the Dental Centenary in 1959, and this is one of the original package models from then. This was bought from a drugstore, as we call it, a chemist in Chicago, and they basically entombed this chemist with all original artifacts in, and it wasn't from eBay, it was somewhere else, and I can't quite remember. It was 8 years ago I bought it, and I just emailed the guys when they put it online and said, how much is that, I'll have it. Great, it was with me. It still has the original chemist sticker on. I can't work out what it's really saying, whether it's a price or not. It's saying $68.52. That could be the price in dollars for it. Anyway, the Broxodent Squibb was made and designed in Switzerland, of all places, and by a Dr. Woog, and he marketed it in America. There were European models, but they didn't come till a little bit later in the early 60s. The first automatic toothbrush, well, that's a lie. It isn't, because we had automatic toothbrushes from 1938, and I have a couple of models, probably 3, to show you over the next few months. But it was the first commercially available one, which means that it was mass produced and was in every drugstore or department store at that time. And the current went directly into the handle. It was only 110, not R240, but even so, we don't get that anymore with electric toothbrushes. That would be a complete no-no. So it's marketed with a safe sealed motor. Basically the motor's in a resin case, completely encased in there. Okay. Again, we've got our nuclear family of the 50s, the dad, the mum, the daughter and the boy, 4 brush heads. So assuming every family there were just 4 members. You could buy extra brush heads if you wanted to. And there we go. A modern concept in dental hygiene, delivers constant controlled action. Now remember, these toothbrushes originally were made for people with limited motor skills, so people who possibly had a disability or something. But you know, that's a good idea, but you know, why not everybody use them and be lazy? Everyone was considered lazy if they used an electric toothbrush, or privileged at the time. Fascinating. Okay. So that's the box, as I can show you. Let's unopen it and see what's inside. So, everything in here is absolutely immaculate. Okay, there we have our Broxodent trademark. And before we open that part, I just want to show you some of the literature that we have. So let's go through this. This wonderful booklet. Look at that. That is really, really nice. Okay, and we have lovely illustrations of how to, look at those, they're like watercolours, aren't they? How to use the Broxodent. Okay. And there's the parts of the Broxodent there. It's a nice little toothbrush, and actually, considering it's old, it's probably one of the most quietest models I've heard. And that's because it doesn't run off a mechanical mechanism. It's done by magnetic energy, so it's the magnet that moves the brush, not a mechanical cog. So they do tend to be quieter. The Sonicare brushes that we have now, they're the same. They're run by magnets, not by mechanical cogs. Okay, there's the inside of the brush. Apparently a clear one was made for engineers. And again, a lovely booklet. That is immaculate. Look at that, that's as good as new when I opened it. It's beautiful. We have a few other things. So we've got the travel model there. I do have the travel model, believe it or not. And there's advertising the travel case. I've got 3 of these Broxodents, all of different ages. There's a guarantee card. You can buy an attractive wall fixture if you want to. Okay. And there is all the literature that came with this device. So let's have a look inside. Okay, so it's so important to get the packaging with these devices, and especially if they've never been used. So there we have the Broxodent. And this is the case. And look at this. Wonderful. Beautiful, immaculate case. Now this case could be wall mounted. It has a thing on the back where you can slide it over 2 screws and you can have it wall mounted, or you can have it freestanding. Immaculate case. Again, when I got it, it had never been opened. It had been entombed in this drugstore for probably since 1959. So the idea here, you can see, press, and we'll see if we can open it. Okay, there you go, nice, simple. And there is the Broxodent Squibb. A little bit of packaging there. These are the screws to attach the unit to the wall. I've never opened them, they're still in there, never been used. Plus, look at this, a little tube of toothpaste, Lustrex. Now, that's from 1959, so that's mega old, isn't it? I wouldn't like to try it. I think that would be absolutely disgusting, to be honest with you, but it's there. And I think the top is sealed. No, the top isn't sealed. You can see inside and it looks horrible. But I'm still going to keep it, but obviously don't use it. Okay, and there's the beautiful brush with our 4 brush heads. I like the luminosity of these. Lovely. Look at that. It's beautiful. And they're very small as well. You know, they're really small and delicate pieces. It's American, so it runs on an American voltage. And there is the brush. Okay, and the trademark of the Broxodent are those 2 large squib-like eyes. I suppose that's why it's called the Squibb. I'm not sure, probably not the truth, but that's my theory. And obviously the side you use is where the red dot is. Okay, and these are simple, basically on and off switches. On, off, on, off. And they're not really user-friendly, I don't think. I think they're quite, for a child, that would probably be a bit of a struggle to use. Okay, so let's pop a brush head on. Let's use our lovely yellow one. They just snap on. Don't do this at home. If you've got American products or you've got something American, do not plug it into a 240 volt outlet. I have a very specialised, and I'll just hold it here, transformer that converts British currency into American voltage, so 240 to 1110, so that's absolutely safe and tested. But don't ever plug anything American into a British outlet. Just going to plug it in. Okay, and like I said, you'll be surprised at how remarkably quiet this is. I mean, I've got electric toothbrushes that are modern that make a load of noise, but this is lovely and quiet. So I'm just going to plug the device in and then switch it on. Listen, that just hums along, doesn't it? It's a little hummingbird. It's very, very small actually. It's not as big as the commercial brushes we have, or the Oral-B's. There's the brush in action. I'll see if we can get a close-up of that. It just gently moves from side to side. There you go. The up and down motion, there you go. And it just hums. And like I said before, the reason it hums along is because it's run off magnetic movement, not mechanical. So there's no cog in there going ch-ch-ch-ch-ch-ch. It's a magnet simply moving the stem from up and down very quickly, and it doesn't cause any friction. So it's actually advanced for its time. Like I said, the Sonic Air brushes run like this. Okay, beautiful. Let's change your brush head. Take that one up. Oh, my box has gone skew. There we go. There's a nice black one there. Okay. It's absolutely beautiful, and you can feel the power running through it. Like I said, the power, 110 volts, is going right through that body there. They do say you can put water through this and submerge it in, but I don't think it's quite like putting a toaster in the bath, but I really wouldn't trust it. I would never try running water over it, simply because of its age, to be honest with you. But they did assure people at the time that all this was encased in resin and there was absolutely no way water could get in. So there we have it, folks, the Broxodent Squibb. A beautiful piece of history, toothbrush history, and I'm very, very fortunate to have this in my collection. It's absolutely a beautiful toothbrush. So much so, I think if Antiques Roadshow came to Southport or Liverpool, I would actually take this along because I think it has quite a bit of worth. So there you go, the Broxodent Squibb with its original box. Any questions you can message me, and have a lovely evening, and I hope to see you soon. Take care, bye.